So, good afternoon and welcome back to the Daily Transfer Update. Today I want to speak about two players, one of which we spoke about yesterday, so I'll come to that shortly. But I will be dropping a Premier League transfer update in the next hour, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll also be streaming some FIFA on the gaming channel. The link for that is in the description, so go and subscribe to that channel if you haven't already. And we're going to start a new career mode, so really looking forward to that one. And hopefully we can make the worst team on FIFA the best team on FIFA, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Also, do stick a like on the video, do subscribe to this one if you're new. But we're going to start off speaking about a young lad I'd never even heard of, a guy called Gabriel Veron. Now, Gabriel Veron is Brazilian, as you can see. He's 17 years old, so he's still a baby. He's the Brazilian right winger who's actually doing really, really well by all accounts. All the reports I've read suggest that he's doing really great out there, banging in goals, and he actually plays for the under-17s Brazil team as well. So yeah, he's actually done all right, and this could be another Edu masterstroke in signing him up. Now the problem we have with this is he turns 18 on September the 1st, and I think we have to go and get him signed up before he turns 18. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether he's 17, 18, 19 or 20. If we want him, just go and get him. It's not going to cost a lot of money. He's under contract for the next 4 years until 2024, but if you want him, go and get him. I mean, I looked on Transfer Market. I mean, it's not the most reliable place. They're saying that he's worth £20 million. I mean, like, Jesus Christ, £20 million for this 17-year-old. He is not worth £20 million. 6 million, 8 million, 10 million, something like that, maybe. If you want him, you go and get the deal done. And listen, the thing is, we already have Pepe. We already have Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson, for me, hasn't kicked on. Pepe's not had the greatest of first seasons, but I still think he's going to come through and show his class if this season ends or next season. And then we've got Reece Nelson on the right wing. For me, Reece Nelson, sell him. Just get rid of him. This guy can also play on the left-hand side, but obviously on the left-hand side, we've got Martinelli, we've got Saka. We'll probably go and get another one as well. I think the idea would be to play Martinelli up front a lot more this season or next season. And then we'd just have Saka. So I do think we need a winger, maybe one either side. This guy can play either side. I don't really know a lot about him apart from he's very technically good, which you'd expect from a Brazilian. He's very quick and he knows where the goals are. So yeah, leave it in the comment section if you do know anything about this guy. If you're Brazilian, that'd be fantastic. Leave it in the comment section and let me know what you think about him. Let's move on to somebody I spoke about yesterday, and that is Thomas Partey. Now, Thomas Partey, as we know, has got a buyout clause of 43 million. It sounds like you should have just watched yesterday's video. But his agent has come out and killed off all of the reports that his dad put out there. For anybody who doesn't know and anybody who didn't see the video I did yesterday, Thomas Partey's dad did an interview on a Ghanaian radio station, saying that Arsenal and Atletico are in talks to sign his son, and he'd be happy if his son moved to Arsenal. There's lots of Arsenal fans in Ghana. He'd be idolised and blah, blah, blah. Very swiftly, his agent, Thomas Partey, his agent has come out and said, well, actually, that's a complete load of rubbish. We're not in talks with anyone. And he's happy at Atletico Madrid. Is this a game? Is this a let's use Arsenal to get a better deal at Atletico? The reports I read day before yesterday suggested that Atletico want to sign him up to a better deal because obviously the buyout clause is only 43 million and he's worth more than that. So they wanted to sign him up to a new deal and double the buyout clause to 87 million. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this, but one thing I do know is that it's always Arsenal that seem to be the club that are in the middle of it. It's always, oh, look, why does somebody's dad always come out and say, oh, my son's linked to this or my son's linked to that? You know, always us, isn't it? It's always us that are the nearly club, you know, and the one that are used to to get somebody a better deal. It's happened time and time and time again. I don't know where I sit with this. Listen, at the end of the day, Thomas Partey's a wicked footballer. Yeah, there's no doubt in that. Is he going to come to Arsenal? I've seen so many of the comments from the video I did yesterday saying, why would he come to Arsenal? They're Europa League, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Well, let me tell you something. Atletico Madrid are sitting 6th in La Liga at the moment, which, by the way, is Europa League football next season. So why wouldn't he come if he's already going to be playing Europa League football? And they might not even get Europa League. I think they're only a couple of points off of 7th. So they could potentially, if this season continues, end up out of the Europa League spot. So just because we're in Europa League doesn't mean we can't attract Thomas Partey to Arsenal. What it does mean is that we might be a little bit further down the pecking order, depending on what the other team's situation is. So if Barcelona come in for him, well, that's see you later. He's going to Barca. If, I don't know, say, for example, Valencia go in for him, then he's coming to us. It's as simple as that. He might even stay at Atletico Madrid. But I do think that we need somebody in that position, definitely. I do think he will leave. I've said this all the way through. I said this in January. I said I think he'd leave. I think it's time now. I think it's the right time. He's 26. I think it's time for him to go, yep, next move. Whether that's us or not remains to be seen. But I don't know. I don't know. I just think that you've got to weigh all of these things up properly when you're a footballer. You've got to take into account, will you play every single week? Will you win stuff? Or do you have a chance to win stuff? And what's the money situation saying? And you've got to think of your family as well. Now, listen, I'm quite sure that he'd settle into London life, put it that way. He lives in a massive city in Madrid. I'm sure he could fit into London quite comfortably. But there we go. Let's talk very quickly about Aubameyang. For anyone who missed it yesterday, Aubameyang is being linked to a move to Chelsea. I could see it happening, if I'm being honest. I could. And £50 million was the reported fee. Now, like I said, I can see this happening. They need a striker. We have 1 year left on his contract with him. And it's local, it's still in London, he don't have to move, so on and so forth. Some of the comments I read on the video I did yesterday about it, if you want to hear me speak about it more, go and check that video out. But some of the comments I read on there were like, oh, he wouldn't go to Chelsea, he wouldn't do this. Listen, these footballers are mercenaries. Every single one of them is a mercenary. Now, regardless of how nice a person Aubameyang is, it's irrelevant. It is absolutely irrelevant. I can't take this picture off for some reason. It won't let me take it off. Let me move to another one. No, it won't let me do it. There you go. You're just going to have to sit and look at Aubameyang for the next 2 minutes, unfortunately, while I'm speaking. But won't let me take it off. Never mind. Listen, these players are mercenaries. There we go. It's off. We did it. They owe Arsenal nothing. They owe us absolutely nothing as football fans. They're paid by the club to perform and entertain us. They don't owe me anything. They don't owe you anything, and they don't owe the football club anything. You'd like to think that some of them have a little bit of morality and a little bit of like, we get it. We get what the fans want. We get what the fans think about other clubs. Chelsea being one of them, Man United being another. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, it's about playing football. It's about earning money. That's what they want to do. So there is no loyalty in football. If he goes to Chelsea, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we've only got ourselves to blame if we allow that to happen. The same as when we had ourselves to blame when we let Van Persie, Sanchez go to Man United. It is what it is. What can you do about it? At the end of the day, the club have mismanaged it for a long, long time. And it looks like we're about to mismanage Aubameyang's contract as well. So there we go. Listen, I'll be back with a Premier League transfer update real soon, within the next hour. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Stick a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And subscribe to the gaming channel. That link is in the description. And I will be on that at about 2:30. Streaming FIFA for an hour and a half or so. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be good fun. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.